Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Code Without Barriers Hackathon 2025. Today, we will learn about the problem statement Career Coach for Students by Velocis. We have Pooja who will be guiding us on what the expectations are out of this problem statement. Over to you, Pooja.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Pooja Ghosh. Thank you, Sarah, for introducing me. I'm sure all of you would have gone through the problem statement. If anybody can help me know what is that you've understood of the problem statement, and then we can discuss it further. Has anybody understood what the problem statement is? Okay, let me reiterate what we've asked for and what is it all about. So we have seen millions graduate every year, yeah, and everybody is doing some learning in colleges. They acquire some skills, but the industry requirements are always different. So there is always a skill gap which is available between what we've studied to what the requirement in the industry is, right? So we need to build a solution which will help us bridge that gap, that skill gap, which is there in the market. So for that, we have to come up with some solution as to how to take it up. As there are few students wherein we have some lack of awareness about specific job skills. And it can be due to their economic background, some emotional burdens, and a lot of things. So we have to build an AI-powered personalized career platform wherein we can upload all the things that are required, and then the students who are applying for a job can get a platform wherein they can perform. Now, for that, initially, what I think all of you must start doing or working with is collect some data sets. When I say data sets, the first thing which we need is to analyze what is the academic curriculum of a university or a school. So if I know what is the academic curriculum of a school, along with what are the marks of a student profile, the student who are taking are willing to go for any kind of job, what is their skill sets, what is the mark that they have obtained in the school, and what was the university curriculum which they were going through. And then we should try comparing it with the real job descriptions to identify their skill gaps, and then recommend certain upskilling paths if we think that there are certain things which are missing in a student. Suppose I am a student and I want to apply to a career and I do not possess those skills, then I should my AI tool should be able to provide me with certain skills or certain certification programs which will help me enhance those skills and which will make me more likable to be approached by any recruiter. Yeah, so the first thing is that we analyze this university curriculum which is available. Then we see the what is the career aspiration of a student, and thereafter, if this as per the academic curriculum and career aspiration, if there are any kind of skills that are required, I should be my AI able to guide me or suggest me those skills which I need to acquire. Now, once that is done, my system should be able to help me match my academic curriculum, my skills, and my career aspiration with the recruiter's job requirement. So, whatever is the job description, it should be able to help me match that. Once that is done, then we will come to know what is the gap which has been identified. So, the gap could be many that maybe the job location where the jobs are available, yeah, and where the student is. There is a difference in that. So, I should be able to guide that student. If I am looking for a specific job, maybe for a web developer or for any data analytics job, which location has that jobs or which industry will help me get in there. So for that, you need to collect the data. If you've started working on the problem statement, you would have seen that the skills required can be taken from our various job portals which are available. I can give you a few suggestions. You can probably take it from GitHub repository. You can take it from Glassdoor, Kaggle, LinkedIn. All these would be able to give you the job description of any organization or any recruiter. And then from there, once you have the job description, you should be able to match it with the student who have completed their studies as to what they've learned, right? So one is that we've done with the curriculum analysis, we've done with the candidate profile as to what candidate needs to do. We have already spoken about the career aspiration or the career goals that the student has. Then I just spoke about the skills which are required, and when I say skills, skills required for of the job description which is there of the recruiter. Then there is something called uh, geographical locations. So we need to see, as I think I've spoken this also, the geographical location is also important for us to know as to what all jobs are available. Student can upload the set of universities there, and then they can move ahead. For this, what they need to do, what as a student, what you need to do, you need to input certain things. So when I said university curriculum needs to be uploaded, you can use academic data set or web scraping. You can upload student resumes and their career goals. Yeah, for job trends, what all job trends we can use Azure Map and web scraping again there. But the core technologies which will be required for you to move ahead with this problem statement, which Velocys has put across, one you could use is Azure text analytics, which basically means you should use NLP. Yeah, that the data will be scanned. Whatever data is there will be scanned, and then it can be used. Um, One also for skill mapping and for prediction, you can use Azure machine learning. All right. That will help you to identify what all skills are required and help you move further. For your geo visualization, you can use Azure Maps. So it will be mostly Azure tools which you should be using and which should be used as your input values for your system components and your data sources, which you can take and can move ahead. All right. Once you give those inputs to the system, what kind of output you should be expecting is personalized skill gap report of that individual student or a person who's there to seek a job. The courses or certification suggestions would be available, and the geo-based insight should also be there when I get an output based on these inputs. Now, data can be collected from university. It can be collected from Azure Cognitive Services where we can extract the data. So first we need to collect all the data, we need to store it, and then we need to process the data in Azure Cognitive Services, wherein the extraction will happen. Along with that, we may also go ahead with Azure Form Recognizer. That can also be used. Basically, document intelligence would be used out there, which will help you for processing whatever data we have used till now. We can use Microsoft Azure tool to store the data. I mean, we can use whatever data we collect, we should be storing it somewhere. So we may use the block storage or the data factory. Basically in data factory, you can import the data and you can store it there. So you may go ahead and use that as well. Um, for your matching purposes, basically for your skill gap analysis, whatever is the gap, and if you want to match that, for that you can use Azure machine learning. Yeah? That should help you understand if there is a gap, what is the gap, and you should be able to match that gap between the current requirement of the industry and an applicant who is willing to look for a job in a specific sector, right? Um, the geographical job market, I've told you that you can use Azure Maps depending on the job role. All that can be done. It will tell you basically where is, you can also create a heat map showing the density where most of the jobs are available, and then from there you can move ahead. So what I would suggest that if once you go through the problem statement, start with small things. So start with maybe just one job role and one region and one curriculum first, and then maybe go to multiple. So your thing which you're trying to build, the AI tool which you try to build start small. So just pick up one role and one region and a one curriculum of a university, or maybe two, three curriculum of three different universities, and then try to work on it. Only then you will be able to reach where you want to use the open data sets and the mock resumes which are available that can be used. You must focus on demonstrating a clear value through the skill gap report. Yeah, so what we are trying out here is that whatever is the skill gap, we should be able to fill that up. I might be well qualified, but whether I possess that skill to get into a job or not is what I need to know. So I should, my machine, my AI tool should be able to tell the candidate that yes, you are educated and you possess all those technical learnings, but there are certain skills which you need to have and then move ahead. Yeah. You must also focus on your data pipeline. Just prepare those data, have your what do you call it? Are you also validate the data before you go ahead and upload it? Yeah, you need to validate it, and only then you should probably move ahead. Has any one of you uh, till now started preparing something? Are you mapping courses outcome to skill requirement, or do you have any data sets which you've already explored? Or if you can let me know which industry or domain maybe you are focusing first, so that I can have, if you have some specific questions, I can probably tell you that as well. If you have something, I would request you to please unmute and let me know, so that I understand what is your way of thinking, what is that you people are thinking. Anybody? Do we have anyone who has started working on the problem solution as to what alignment is required when it comes to getting into this solution, that you need to align your syllabus outcomes with the job skills in the market? So has anybody started thinking on those lines? Has anybody created anything, any homework you might have done? Have you explored any data sets on job descriptions which are available in the market? Okay, I'm assuming that nobody has started working. So, as I said, then in that case, uh,
So, Pooja, these sessions have been structured in such a way that participants are muted by default and they are not unmuted. In
okay,
case anybody
chat.
wants to say something, please use the chat window and express or answer what Pooja is just asking. And in case you do not, then it will be assumed that you haven't started working on the problem statements as yet. Correct, Pooja?
Yes, yes. Because only if I know that anyone has started working, you might have some specific questions. If not now, maybe we are available there and you can ask me later in the Discord channel as well. I'll be there to help you. But if you have some
Yes, yes.
specific questions for us right now, we should be able to take up that.
So this
Because
this particular session will be recorded and it will be having much more reach through Discord channels, and definitely the questions will pour in later on.
yeah, I think since nobody has started, I think that is the reason there is no questions also coming up. I assume that you'll soon start working on the same. Okay, Sarah is saying that participants can unmute themselves and can ask their queries. So maybe if you have something, Bhumika or Shruti, you can probably unmute and ask, or else we are expecting that you've still not started. But I hope the basic idea you would have got by now as to how to start. Yeah, you need to first think of which industry or domain you are focusing first. Whatever domain you are focusing first, start working on that domains. Start collecting your data sets. Once you collect those data sets, try to keep those data sets on blob storage or data factory. Yeah. And for job descriptions, as I said, you can go to Glassdoor, Naukri, or GitHub repository. Yeah. For curriculum, you may refer to university websites. You will have the university websites wherein you will have the curriculum available. So you can get those from there. The career goals of students can be seen from the resumes. Yeah, resumes, I'm sure you can obviously get those resumes. So have those things in with you. Start working on it, and I'm sure only once you start working, you'll have questions. Right now, there are no questions. It shows that we haven't started thinking on these lines. So only once you start thinking, you start working, you will have certain hiccups here and there. You might have some questions as to um, how do I move ahead, or I'm getting stuck somewhere. We'll be able to help you with that. But before that, you have to start working. You'll understand skill gapping only once you start understanding the curriculum of a student and the job requirement and the skill which is missing in a student. So the first thing that you need to understand is how to do the skill gap analysis. Yeah, using Azure Machine Learning or an open Azure Open AI service. A GPT model can be done, and then you can move ahead. And as far as I said, as far as the global opportunities are concerned for any job market or to understand the job trends in different region, different for different roles, you may use Azure Maps for visualizing all those job opportunities geographically. So you can use these tools, the Azure Maps, for the global opportunities. For job descriptions, I've told you. LinkedIn, Naukri, Glassdoor, all that can be used. You can probably focus on extracting the required skills or the preferred qualification, the location of the company, and move ahead. Curriculum, I've already explained you. There are certain academic data sets available in Kaggle as well, so you can use it from there. Extract it from the university websites, and then move ahead. Yeah, so use Azure Text Analytics from Cognitive Service to extract skills from resumes and job descriptions, and then you start working on it. The solution, what the end goal, I'm sure you're able to understand that we need to create a personalized AI assistant that helps us to understand a student's curriculum and his career aspiration, identify the skill gaps and recommends any upskilling paths that may be required, and is able to provide global job market insights to that student. That these are the global insight. So you'll have to probably create that as an AI model, which helps student get into a job uh, for which he has studied and has now acquired skills as well to be able to perform and achieve what they desire to. You need to actually understand the importance of aligning the education with employability and how an AI can personalize and automate is what you need to do. Just
Thank you, Pooja. I
hoping,
think yes.
yeah. I'm
I'm so
hoping
sorry.
that you're able to understand what I'm trying to tell you. But I'll be glad if there are any questions later on, if not today, and I'll be really happy to answer them. But the basic idea is
Absolutely.
what I've given. Yeah.
Yes. I think we do not have enough participants currently on
Yeah.
this webinar,
Correct.
and I am hoping that we'll have queries and questions on the Discord channel. And if we receive any on our support email address, we will be surely to redirect them to you. Um, and your session was quite insightful. I mean, you've gone very explained every part of the problem statement very nicely. So if you have anything more to share, we can go on. And I think we'll wait for a couple of more minutes if participants on this call have any queries. If not, then we can wrap it up and call it a day.
Sure. 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 I think I've explained, tried to give a little bit of idea on all the tools and all the data sets which are required and what exactly are we looking as an output from all of you. Once you start building up, we'll probably have some idea and some questions. I think right now nobody has any questions, is what I'm assuming. So yeah,
Yes,
I'm done
even
from my
I have
side.
the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. We have posted the Discord channel link on the chat box and the problem statement link as well. We will wait for the queries to pour in on the Discord channel in that case.
Sure. Sure.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Pooja,
you.
so much for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining in, and hope to see some
Thank you.
great structures and good solutions to the problem that we've given. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Thanks, Pooja. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.